Like trying to get the light right in here. Yeah, I've started wearing a cap a lot because I need to get my hair cut. Right scruff, especially in this weather and all. So this video is going to be, I got a comment off Gary Valentine, is it? All right, Gary, you were wanting me to go over to Test Garden, didn't you, in some settings, SIDS Pro settings. So yeah, obviously I got in touch with Sid first, and he was saying that them settings that he uses, he programmed, was on an earlier update, and it was absolutely banging signals out the ground, items out the ground. So he's mentioned that with the update that's on now, we're gonna maybe raise the audio response just to make them pop a bit more and lower the iron volume, just you know, you lower the iron and your signal pops up. So what we'll do though, we'll just put the settings in as they are, and then we'll mess about with that when we get out in the field. So yeah, if you don't know Sid, you should do. England's history, I'll put the link in the description below, and he uses all detectors, and I call him, to me, he's like a metal detecting guru. I really look up to him. So nice one, Sid. Yeah, thanks for these settings. There is some more, you've got some more settings as well, haven't you? So I might have a mess about with them as well. So what I'm going to do now, before I'll get the Deus 2 handset and I'll go through, we'll get Sid Pro settings up, and we'll go through and we'll put them in, we'll save it, and then we'll go into the Test Garden and see how it performs. My Test Garden, full of coke, mineralised rock, loads of bits of that in it, loads of bits of iron. You can actually see in my video how, of me putting the items in and all that lot in a past video. I've got 13 items, I think. I'll go through them as we go through them. We've got an half crown at about 12 inches. Got a small Roman at about 7-8 inches, about that big, tiny Roman bronze. We've got a hammered, which is so thin, it's got no detail on it. It's not far off a piece of tin foil, I'd say. You know, layers of tin foil. That's at 7-8 inches. On various things, I haven't managed to get anything to hit it yet. I don't know if I got relic to hit it on the Deus 2. The thing is with my Test Garden, you need to, it's dense with items, so your recovery wants to be a bit higher, really, for faster recovery, but the items are deep, so you're not going to get them if you, yeah, it's a tricky garden. It really is. Some signals you can hit, but only in one direction. Stuff like that, it is really tricky environment. But what I think, if I could get the detector to hit in there, then my fields shouldn't have a problem. Half crown, I've actually got, I've went off track there, relic mode. I'm not too sure if I've got it to hit. I've got bronze, so Victorian and George V coins in, just piled up like a mini hard. Must be about 25-30 of them, and that's at 19 inches. Yeah, it's okay just to dig. That's at 19 inches, and I'm not too sure yet. I'm not too sure if I'm picking that up or I'm picking something else up. So I'm gonna have a play around with that. It's a deep target, but it's a big target as well, isn't it? I've got like, well, I'll go through. I'm going on a bit. Got like a spindle whirl at 12 inches. I like it. And what I'm doing with the Test Garden, I'm going on a bit here because I like talking about it. I'm clearing out. I've used relic mode on, is it relic goldfield mode, single tone. Not looking at the ID and just digging every target out the ground. So I've got my trashy part on one side with 13 items in. I'll probably be able to get another 2 in. So that'll be 15 items in a trashy part with coke in, ironing. Then on the other side, I'm going to clear a row to get 10 items in, but I want it to be quite clean so we can get a real good depth test. You know, because yeah, so we can get some real deep coins like sixpences at 12 inches and that, you know. Hammers at 10 inches. I'm going to extend that so there'll be like 25 targets. I've been doing it bit by bit. It's quite hard going, and the grass, obviously, you're digging it up, aren't you? Mrs. is going mad. I'm putting seed on it. I'm putting seed on it as I put it down and all that lot, just so it doesn't look too bad. Anyway, I did say forward about, it's going to take another 7 minutes now till we got to test garden. Anyway, it should come in about 15 minutes. Alright, so let's get on with it. SID's program is, so the stock program is sensitive. Go to menu, the scrim is set right back to -4.2, which is just taking out the ferrite, I think. It covers, you can actually dig ceramics and pottery with the Deus, so if it goes that low, if that's what you're after. Sensitivity 95. You can play without these. These are all adjustable. Frequency shift, we'll do that outside. Iron volume 3, we'll probably drop that, but that's what it's set at on the program. This is program. Reactivity 2.5, yeah. Audio response, that's going up to 5, but we will probably increase that. Yeah, good. So if we go over to options now and go down to audio, just make sure it's in PWM. Yeah, we're in PWM. I forgot to do something. 1 sec. We need to go into expert here and go down to silencer. Silencing is dropping back to 0. So that's the lowest. So it should perform a lot better in my ground with that silencer dropped. Tones, we're going on to 5 tone. Let's set these tone breaks and pitches. So we've got, yeah, that first tone break is at -4.2, and that's going to be 100 hertz. So that's a low pitch. 100, come on. 100, yeah, wow. Yeah, okay. Next one is tone break. Now this is at 150. So these are all low pitched tones, these. I can see what's happening now, actually, looking at it. What's coming up. The actual mid-tone, but the actual tone 5 is really going to pop. So your 75s up on the VDI are really going to pop. That's what it's all about. When you're in the iron, you want the good targets to pop and jump out, don't you? But you still want to hear the iron. Because the more you can hear the iron, you can change your recovery then, can't you? You know, you can get a bit deeper if it's a bit quieter and that. So that's, well, that's how I do it anyway. That's why I always have a all metal on, so we can hear the ground. Tone 2 with tone break is 8, and then you can alter your recovery to the ground then. So yeah, that's tone 2. Tone 3 is 450. So that's 36 on the tone break, sorry. Let's go to 450. Which is like a mid pitch for tone 3, and then you're going into the, got that right, yeah. Tone 4 is 665, which is quite a big jump for 450. But if you see, we've got 100, 150, and then 450. So anything under 8 is going to be a low pitch, and then they'll start jumping up. It's near enough like a 3 tone, isn't it? With your mid and then 2 higher tones. So I can't really, I'll go past it. I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time, but I'm just going to shut up. 665. 665, boom. Let's go over to that 75 tone break. Bang that up to 75, done. So tone break, that'll be 75 to 99, and we're going to get a really high pitch here. High pitch, 853. It's pretty high. How high does it go? Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be wanting to wear headphones with that, like that. So, what we're looking at here now. Tone 1, boom. Tone 2, tone 3, tone 4, tone 5, boom, done. Bottle caps, nothing. Notch 2324, which is for the Coke. Sense of tones, 5 tones, good. That's good to go, that is good to go. Program silencer, yeah. Ground stabilization is 2, but I'm sure it's set at 2 standard, isn't it? Yeah. I might drop that down to 1. We'll see what happens. So, what shall I do now? So we'll go options, program, select, save. Number 17, Deus. S. Got my alphabet then. S. I. We'll just have Sid in. Nice one, Sid. Valid. Right, so that's in program 17. And stock, it's a version of program 2, which is sensitive. Right, here we go. I think ground balance was 87, which is standard European ground balance on the Deus, so we're not going to ground balance for those people that don't. I am going to do some videos of ground balancing, not ground balancing it in these targets. I'm also going to do one where when we have a bit of dry spell, a 2-week dry spell, I'm going to hit the targets when the ground's dry, and then I'm going to I've got a sprinkler system thing there, you know, sprinkle it for about 2 hours, make sure it's wet like there was a storm, and then do the same test and we'll see what happens. So there's SIDS. Let's do shift. I think it's 5 round here. Yeah, lot 5. Sensitivity. $95. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. We'll play about with it though. So this is, I'll show you what I've got set up here. Where is it? So these are the targets. So this is a hammered at 7 to 8 inches. Walking along, you're going to hit that, aren't you? It's hard, that bit is hard that way, but as you're walking along, especially this angle, yeah, 7 to 8 inches. This is a Roman at 7 to 8 inches. Nice. Still getting a wisp at that end. If you're walking along from here, yep, great. This is a shilling, 9 to 10 inches. This is a hard target, this. This isn't for the faint-hearted, this test garden. So it'll depend on what angle you hit that, if you're going to investigate it. I'm coming this way. You're not gonna go for that, are you? Hard target. This is a strange one. You can hear a bit of an iron grunt. But look at the reading. 67, non-ferrous. That's iron, that. That's a round piece of iron at about 9.5 inches. So we'll get on to, we've done that bit. we start here now on this section. We've got a spindle wall, so it's a medieval one at 12 to 13 inches. There's a lot of bits in the ground. It's not picking that up, it's just picking up bits in the ground. A D buckle here at 12 to 13 inches. Now what we'll start doing now, Sid mentioned this, we'll bang the iron volume down to 2. That weren't iron in there though, that's just little bits of everything. Reactivity, let's bang that down to 2. Let's put it back to what it were. Our response to 7. Let's have a go. It's just going to make them targets bang out a bit. It's not getting that. This is it's not going to hit this. This is a bronze pennies, about 20-30 bronze pennies, buried at 19 to 20 inches. I have got the Deus to hit that, but it was in relic mode. Absolutely beast of a mode, but then your detector turns into an analog machine, doesn't it, because you don't use the display. So we've got a shilling here. This is a really hard target, this Vicky shilling at 10-11 inches. Let's just try and gain a bit of depth there with sensitivity. Can I run that a bit higher? It's not too bad, that. 96. You're better running a stable machine than a full output machine. Obviously sensitivity will boost the bad targets as well, won't it? Reactivity down to 2. See, it's still deep, these targets, but it's very there's loads of bits in the ground. I'm going to clear this side out. Hear that? That's what this bit was like, and I've cleared it out a bit just because it was too much, you know. So I'm going to get busy on that. Have a look over here. I have started clearing this bit out here, believe it or not. So what I do, I put it in like a goldfield mode, single tone, and I don't even have the ID on this, I don't even have this on, and I just dig everything. Right, let's get back to it. So here we've got a 3-pence, a Vicky 3-pence. Let's go back to 2.5, back to settings 2.5. Vicky 3-pence, 9 to 10 inches, tiny piece of silver. You're walking around like that. I don't think it's hitting that. This is a 9-carat ring. Is it a signet ring? A signet ring, but it's got a slice in it. And when I've been testing, when I closed the slice up, it was giving a higher tone than when it was open. It really does change it. So when I buried it, I don't know if it's closed that break up or it's opened the break open. I don't know, but that could be it, you know, that could be it. If you're walking across, just say you're walking across here. I wouldn't dig it. So let's get on to this. Is the last bit now. Let's just do another cancellation. Something's kicked in there. something's kicked in and set it off. It's probably the phone. It does play up with the phone. It was 5 before, wasn't it? Yeah, 5 again. Right, not half crown. This is a copper King George III halfpenny, 1806 ones at 11 to 12 inches. Very, very, very hard ground this. I say it's not for the faint-hearted, this ground. Vicky halfpenny at 10-11 inches. Now that's got it. Come up 78 there. Bit iffy because obviously there's a lot of stuff in ground. And you'd miss that if you didn't hit that target at the right angle. So if you come across there, boom, yeah, you'd have it there. You come across this direction, nothing. And this is why field's never done, and you should go over a field at different angles. So we got that. On depth it got it, but with direction and that, yeah, you'd have to sit at the right angle. So what we're onto here now, this is a Vicky penny, so your bigger penny at 12 to 13 inches. You might just have it there, but there's nothing on the scale. Nah. This is a half crown. This is 50% silver half crown. I think it's a 1921 George V. Well, a big piece of silver and nickel, is it, or something? If this were clear ground, the Deus should bang these. What I'm going to do here now, is drop it to 2. Pick your penny. Half penny. Copper. So you can't have your reactivity too low. So yeah, that was Sid's settings on my test guard. I am adding a lot more because it's that infested with different items. I had loads of hot rock in there. I am going to clear this out so it's really clean, so then we can get some real depth on it. Yeah, non-ferrous 86, that's shite. Modern coinage. Right, so that was a long video, but yeah, we hit most of them. Very, very hard land, very hard. Like I say, I'm going to clear out that side a lot better than that side and get some other targets in there. This is the thing and all, everybody's land's different, so really if you get settings like Sid's settings, put them in as a program and then mess around with them a bit. Everything needs tuning. That's what these detectors are for. All them features are there not to tune into the target, it's to tune into the land. It's to tune to be able to hit that target better. Reactivity, that's tuning into the land. Ground balance, that's tuning into the land. Iron audio, or what's it called on PS2? Totally forgot. Silencer. That's to tune into the land, not to tune into the item. So that's what you're paying for with these detectors. It's like the Simplex. If the Simplex don't hit it, you can't do anything about it, you know. So this is, all the features are there for you to be able to tune into your land, not get some settings off someone else. And you can still use them in most parts, but you're still going to have to tune them in. You're still going to have to tune them in yourself. Don't be going anywhere. If you want to stay around for some more tests, we've got what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to do any more on the test garden. I'm mostly hunts out with the Days 2 and the Legend. There's a Days 2 update on the way. We'll get the Days 2 update on. You see how it performed there. We'll do this for settings again and we'll see if there's a difference. I've got some tests that I've done with this update, and I'm going to do the same test with the other update to see if there's a difference. I'll be able to tell what XP have done with the detector because I've done that many tests, and I'll do the same test and I'll be able to see if it's hitting it better or not hitting it at all or whatever, and I'll let you know, because you want to know, don't you? There's a new Nox on the way. There's got to be a new Nox on the way. I reckon they're waiting for this big cloud to fly over, and I'll be getting that. I'm already saving for it, and I'll get that in test garden. What else? And the Legend's got a massive update. It's bringing pitch tone, so we'll get pitch against pitch. Legend versus D2 on the test garden, and we'll get. They've got iron bias, which is like the silencer for the D2, which is just gonna. It'll be a great head-to-head. It'll be a really good head-to-head. So, yeah, if you want to stay along, then just subscribe, hit notification, and yeah, I'll just carry on. I like doing it myself. And I like showing people without any smoke and mirrors what the actual performance is, and then you just make your own mind up. All right, thanks for coming along.